the most affordable RTX 30 series gaming laptop. What is up guys, Vimal here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be quite exciting because we actually have like a very interesting gaming laptop in the house. As I've told you just now, this is like one of the most affordable category RTX 3050 gaming laptop. It's a new model from Gigabyte G5 gaming laptop guys, and it's actually available in 2 gen models. If you look at the last year's 11th gen Intel gaming laptop, that costs around like 59,000 rupees in the Indian market, and this is a newer and updated Intel 12th gen based gaming laptop and costs around like 69,000 rupees right now. And for that price point, it actually packs some pretty interesting features. First of all, you're getting like a 1080p IPS level 144Hz display, and second thing is it has like decently powerful hardware as well. You're getting Intel's 12th gen i5, which is 12500H, 12 core 16 thread CPU clocked at up to 4.5 GHz, paired with an RTX 3050 with 4 gigs of GDDR6 memory. Okay, specs do look quite promising, but how does this laptop actually perform in the practical real world? That you'll get to know in a moment. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the unboxing. Gigabyte's G5 gaming laptop comes in this sort of box packaging. Very simple packaging, nothing written over here, just the Gigabyte branding and the model mentioned. So talking about the configurations, this particular laptop is available in different models. You get 3050, 3050 Ti, 3060 model is also there. We have the most affordable variant that packs Intel's 12th gen i5 paired with RTX 3050. That is the configuration. And without wasting any more time, let me quickly unpack it and show you what do we have in the inside guys. So as soon as you open the packaging, there you go, we have a brand new gaming laptop from Gigabyte. They're all new 12th gen G5 edition gaming laptop. This is how the packaging comes like. It's available only in this one color, which is matte black sort of finish, and we'll get back to the laptop in a moment. In the package, you also get a 150 watt slim adapter for charging and some paperwork as well. Just make sure to read them. So that's it. These are all the stuff we got in the package. What I'll do is I'll give you like a closer look at the laptop and talk about the design and the build quality part. There you go boys, our very first look at Gigabyte's G5 Intel 12th gen gaming laptop. And initial impressions, laptop sort of looks very simple and minimalistic, right? Now come on, it's a budget sort of laptop. Obviously there won't be any RGB lighting over here, but people who actually prefer like classic black sort of finish, now you people will like this sort of design. So it has a complete matte black design. You just have the Gigabyte logo on the right side and has some artwork on the lower left corner, says gaming series as well. But one thing I've noticed is the top lid over here attracts a lot of fingerprints during usage, so you might have to keep cleaning it once in a while. Now talking about the build quality is actually pretty decent. Entire body is made of like plastic guys, polycarbonate material, but definitely feels like sturdy and solid only. So Gigabyte hasn't compromised in terms of build quality. And talking about the thickness, yeah, gaming laptop here, definitely it will be a bit thicker than your regular notebooks now. It's around like 0.9 inches in thickness, and weight is also around like 1.9 kg, so definitely a bit heavier. What I'll do is I'll give you like a closer look and talk about all the connectivity ports you're getting on this particular model. So starting off from the left side, you've got a big exhaust vent over here with like copper heatsink visible through it, and followed by you have like two USB ports. One is like a USB 3.0 port, other one is your regular USB 2.0 port, and then you have a microphone in and a 3.5mm headphone jack is also available. And you see this mini grill over here on the lower corner. This is your speaker. Laptop has like stereo speakers, each of 2 watts, powered by DTS-X audio, and we'll talk about the audio quality at a later part in the video. Moving on the front side, there's nothing over here except some LED status indicators. You're getting a power status indicator, battery charging, and also a hard disk status indicator. On the other side guys, right side, you got your other right channel firing speaker, micro SD card slot is also available, Type-C port is also there, and a full-sized Ethernet port is also available. And here's how the back profile looks like. You've got 2 more big exhaust vents exposing copper heat sinks, and at the center you've got a couple of other ports available. You're getting 1 more Type-C port available, full-sized HDMI is also there, a mini DP port, and lastly this is your DC pin. This is where you'll be connecting your adapter. So that's it. These are all the available connectivity ports on this laptop, and pretty decent IO connectivity I would say. And there you go boys, here's how the bottom portion of the laptop looks like. Now you're getting lots of cutouts and vents over here that literally exposes these copper heat pipes on the laptop, and I think air circulation and heat flow is gonna be like pretty decent on this model looking at the design. But again, that is something I'll let you know once we do the benchmarks and gaming. You have a lot of rubber foot pads on the bottom, some details about the laptop, and let me tell you about the upgradability part. card. So this particular model is like a affordable model, right? You're only getting like 1 8 GB RAM clocked at 3200 megahertz. But not to worry, there is also an additional RAM slot available on this thing, and you can expand the RAM on this up to 64 GB. And talking about the storage, our particular model has like 512 GB PCI Gen 4 SSD, and there's an additional M.2 slot available. So yes, storage is also expandable. So that's it, our complete overview on the exteriors and design. Let me quickly open up the laptop and talk about the interiors as well. So this is how the G5 gaming laptop looks like. Pretty decent, right? Black and white sort of design. I love those white streaks and highlights given on the keyboard and the touchpad. So let's start with the upper half section. You're getting a big display followed by a Gigabyte logo as well on the bottom. It comes with a 15.6-inch IPS level 1080p resolution display with 144Hz high refresh rate panel, guys. And bezels are also like pretty decent over here. Very thin bezels on the sides and top. But on the bottom, you're definitely getting a big chin over here. At the top, you do have like a 1 megapixel 720p HD webcam available, followed by some sensors as well. And that's it about the upper half section. Now going to the lower half section, let's talk about the keyboard and the touchpad. So Gigabyte G5 comes with like a full-sized backlit LED chiclet keyboard, and keyboard quality is pretty decent over here. You're getting like a decent key travel, everything is like easily accessible, the whole layout, design, quality of the keys and keycaps is also nice. And good thing is you're also getting like RGB lighting over here. You can choose from like 15 different full color options available, but unfortunately there are no effects or transitions on this lighting, so that is something you'll have to keep in mind. And now talking about the touchpad is also pretty decent. You're getting like a glass covered touchpad with a bit of streaks on it, gives that gaming sort of vibe, and overall touchpad quality is nice. I didn't have any sort of dead zones issues or anything. It was easily recognizing all my inputs and gestures, and quality of the integrated buttons are also decent. Now that we are done with the exteriors, let's move on to the main aspect of the laptop. Let's talk about the display. So first of all, guys, Gigabyte G5 comes with like a 15.6-inch 1080p resolution IPS level 144Hz gaming display, and display quality is like pretty decent during my usage. Now I have to be honest, it's not like one of the best sort of displays I've seen on a laptop around this price point, but for a gaming sort of laptop, it'll get your job done. First of all, talking about the detail, it's a 1080p panel. There's nothing less you can expect over here. Good amount of detail no matter what sort of content you're watching, either it be like media, games, websites, everything looks crisp and clear over here. Now talking about the colors, it does feature an IPS level panel but only supports up to like 60% sRGB color gamut range. So if you're like a regular user who's buying this laptop just for like media consumption, college purpose, or maybe for like gaming sort of needs, this is like more than enough, guys. It was producing like decent amount of colors, and you will have fun with this laptop. But if you're actually planning for like creative sort of applications, maybe like editing, video editing, color grading, then this display panel won't be that great, guys, because the colors produced on it were a bit limited and not that accurate, I would say. And coming to the brightness, during my usage, I found the brightness on this laptop was around like 250 270 nits max, guys, and for indoor sort of usage it is like more than enough, not an issue at all. But if you're using this laptop in like bright outdoor situations, there you might feel like array brightness thoda kam hai. So this is something you'll have to keep in mind. So on the overall, for your day-to-day sort of applications or maybe like gaming sort of needs, it'll definitely get your job done, and you'll be like pretty happy and satisfied with the panel over here. Wait a second, I haven't told you about the audio quality, right? Just listen to this small audio clip and then we'll talk about the sound. दोस्तों आज का वीडियो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है because we have a brand new smartwatch from Noise. It's their Noise Fit Halo, just launched in the Indian market and actually has some pretty interesting features. So thing is now, in the recent times, there have been like so many smartwatch launches happening. As I've told you at the beginning, you're getting a stereo speaker setup, each of 2 watts, that too powered by DTS X Ultra. Overall audio quality was like fine, good amount of clarity and detail, but audio output on this thing was like very less, guys. That is the only downside, I would say. If only it had like a little bit of more output, you would have had like great experience in media or maybe like entertainment section. Anyways, now coming to the performance part, Intel's 12th Gen i5 12500H is a very well capable CPU. It's got 12 cores and 16 threads and is great for a day-to-day sort of usage. I've done a lot of things over here, guys, like MS Office apps, running half a dozen Chrome tabs at the same time, photo and 1080p video editing as well, and this machine was actually handling all of them pretty well. And coming to gaming performance, you're getting an RTX 3050 4GB edition with 75W TGP, and not bad. You can actually actually do some decent 1080p gaming on this system. A bit older games like GTA 5 were running very smooth over here with up to 120 125 fps as well on an average at 1080p resolution, very high sort of graphic levels. But coming to the newer gen game titles, AAA titles like Spider-Man or maybe like Assassin's Creed, Cyberpunk 2077, these were a bit graphic heavy for this system. Initially I tried running them at like 1080p very high settings, and that resulted in an average of around 30 to 35 fps, but switching the graphics to medium level quality helped the situation. And now as you can see in the video, we were getting around like 50 fps on an average. Major limitation I would say is that single 8GB RAM stick. Upgrade it with like one more 8GB in a dual channel config and you can definitely see a good improvement in gaming, around 60 fps on an average. Keeping the performance aside, one more major thing you might have noticed over here is those thermals. After playing for a while, the CPU was running pretty hot at around 95 to 96 degrees centigrade and was thermal throttling during my usage. Gigabyte needs to work on their cooling solution a bit, as this is not good on a long run basis. I would highly advise you to use something like a laptop cooling pad, as that could bring down the CPU temperatures by at least like 8 or 10 degrees centigrade. Also, since the CPU is running hot, fans are also running at max speed and were like crazy loud over here. Unless you're using a headset, fans will definitely disturb your experience while gaming. Okay, we're almost coming to an end, so let me tell you about the battery life as well. Now, as you might know, gaming laptops have a pretty mediocre sort of battery life. On a mixed sort of usage like running MS Office apps, a bit of YouTube videos at 1080p, photo editing, and all of these at like 60% brightness level gave me around 3 hours of battery life. Well, that is pretty much it. Our review on Gigabyte's 12th Gen G5 gaming laptop. It's a good overall spec'd machine for the price point. Good build quality, you're getting nice 1080p IPS level display and decent performance as well. Only few things I felt were thermal design needs to be improved a bit, speakers audio output could have been higher, and you're missing Thunderbolt ports on this laptop. So what do you people think? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. As I've told you earlier, 11th gen model costs only around like 59,990 rupees and this 12th gen model costs around 69,990 rupees. Links for that will be available in the description box below. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video and got to know everything. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.